Money isn't the goal. It's an echo of who you've become. Change yourself first, and wealth will follow as a consequence, not an accident. A poor mindset is more dangerous than an empty wallet. You can have an empty pocket and a rich mind, and a year from now everything will change. Or you can have a million and a beggar's mindset, and a year from now nothing will be left. Fear of money is fear of your own power. Allow yourself to want more without justifying it to anyone. Money amplifies who you already are. A good person with money does more good. An evil one does more evil. So work on your character first. Never confuse price with value. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. The wise love the gap between them. The most expensive thing in the world is time borrowed from yourself that you'll never get back. Spend money to buy back your time, not to lose it. Envy of someone else's wealth is slow poison for your own. Focus on your own path, not someone else's finish line. Money loves those who understand it, not those who fear it or worship it. Stand level with it, not above, not below. Your value in the market is a function of the problems you can solve. Want more money? Solve bigger problems for more people. Wealth begins with the decision that you are no longer a victim of circumstance. Everything else is just technique. Someone who can't manage $100 will never manage $1 million. Discipline at small scale scales up to the large. Pay yourself first and make it a sacred ritual, not a random habit. At least 10% of every paycheck to your future self. A budget isn't a cage, it's a map of freedom. Those who hate it most are usually the ones who need it most. Small expenses are 1,000 drops wearing down the stone of your wealth. Notice them because they're dangerous precisely because they're invisible. The habit of saving isn't greed, it's a form of self-respect. You're telling your future self, I care about you. An impulse purchase is a deal your emotions make today at the expense of your peace tomorrow. Wait 24 hours and you'll see the truth. The rich aren't those who earn the most, but those who spend less than they earn, consistently, year after year. It's a boring truth everyone ignores. Track every penny for at least 1 month of your life. What isn't measured isn't controlled, and what isn't controlled controls you. Automate your discipline because willpower is a resource that runs out. Let the money flow into savings while you sleep. Small, daily wins build a great financial fortress. Don't wait for a big breakthrough. Build it brick by brick. An emergency fund isn't a luxury, it's armor for your dignity. Without it, every no to your employer or every bad decision in a crisis will cost you your freedom. 6 months of expenses in reserve is 6 months where you can tell the truth, not just what the desperate are forced to say. Money in reserve is silence in your head at night. Insomnia from debt is more expensive than any interest on a deposit. Savings are the best insurance policy against panic. Crisis always comes. The only question is whether it finds you unarmed or armed. Don't wait for things to get easier to start saving. They won't get easier, you'll just get more used to spending more. Save a small amount first, one that feels almost laughable. The habit matters more than the sum at the start. A reserve fund is your personal army for the day the world declares war on you without warning. Those who live without a reserve live in constant fear of a phone call, a letter, or a piece of news. Buy yourself peace of mind in advance. Saving is love for the person you'll become in 10 years. Take care of them now. The greatest luxury isn't a yacht, it's the calm ability to say no to a bad offer because you have a reserve. Debt without a plan is the slow suicide of your freedom. Debt with a plan is a tool. The difference is awareness. A consumer loan is borrowing tomorrow's happiness at a brutal interest rate. Tomorrow's you will be furious. Before you invest a single dollar, crush high-interest debt. It eats your profits faster than you can earn them. A credit card is a servant to the disciplined and a trap for the impulsive. Know honestly which camp you belong to. Debt isn't a moral verdict, it's a math problem. Solve it with a cold mind, not hot shame. The most expensive debt is the one you try to forget about. Look the numbers straight in the eye. Fear lives in the shadows, not in the light. Every debt payment is a step toward becoming a person who owes nothing to anyone. Feel that freedom in advance. Don't borrow to look rich in front of people who don't care. Owe yourself dignity, not the bank status. Don't borrow to look rich in front of people who don't care. Owe yourself dignity, not the bank status. A debt payoff plan, even in small steps, is a greater act of self-respect than any purchase made on credit. Freedom from debt isn't a fairy tale. It's the ordinary result of small, daily decisions, repeated hundreds of times. Don't ask for a raise. Become someone it would be shameful not to give a raise to. Value outruns reward. Time is the one resource you can never get back. So sell not just your time, but results, talent, decisions, things that scale. A single income stream is a tightrope walker without a net. Build a second, a third, not out of greed, but out of wisdom. The best investment in your career is investment in your own skills. The market always pays for rarity and usefulness. Money flows where there's value and avoids where there's only desire. Become valuable and the flow will find you on its own. Working hard isn't enough. Working hard and smart on important things, that's the formula. Don't confuse being busy with being effective. The best career is the intersection of what you're good at, what the world needs, and what people will pay for. Search for that crossroads your whole life. Don't be afraid to ask a fair price for your work. Modesty in negotiation is a gift to someone else's pocket at the expense of your own. Those who keep learning their whole life keep earning their whole life. Knowledge that was outdated yesterday won't feed you today. The most profitable skill is the ability to solve problems no one else has dared to solve yet. Investing is planting a tree whose shade you may never see, but your grandchildren will sit in it. Play the long game. Compound interest is the closest thing to magic that exists in the financial world. Time is your best partner, not your enemy. Don't try to time the market. Try to spend as much time in it as possible. Patience beats genius over the long run. Diversification is an admission that you don't know the future, and that's more honest than the confidence of any guru. Invest in what you understand, not in what promises quick riches. Quick riches are usually quickly gone. Risk only what you can afford to lose, never what your life would collapse without. That's the line between an investor and a gambler. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The second best time is today. Tomorrow always lies to you. Emotion is the investor's main enemy. Panic sells at the bottom. Euphoria buys at the top. Stay cold when everyone else is hot. Don't invest in anything that can't be explained to you in simple words in under 5 minutes. Complexity often hides either fraud or the seller's own confusion. Small, regular investments beat large, one-time investments with no system. Discipline beats capital. Money won't make you happy if you don't know how to be happy without it. It only amplifies what's already in your heart. True wealth is measured in time spent with the people you love, not in zeros in a bank account. The richest person isn't the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. Freedom from desire is also a form of capital. Money reveals character, it doesn't create it. Who you become with wealth is simply you, minus the masks of poverty. Greed is fear, disguised as ambition. Know the difference between what you're chasing for fear's sake and what you're chasing for a purpose. The generosity you can afford is the best indicator of your true wealth. Stinginess amid abundance is poverty of the soul. Money earned dishonestly never brings real peace. only anxiety wrapped in luxurious packaging. Financial freedom isn't about yachts and mansions. It's about waking up and being able to choose what you do with your day. Those who compare their wealth to others will never feel rich. Compare only yourself today to yourself yesterday. Financial wisdom is the ability to enjoy the small things while working toward the big ones. Don't postpone happiness for later. Every financial loss is a lesson you've already paid for. Don't pay for it twice by ignoring the conclusion. Bankruptcy of the soul is worse than bankruptcy of the wallet. The first may never be restored. The second always can be. The biggest mistake isn't the one you made, but the one you didn't learn from. Analyze your failures with a cold mind, not hot shame. Fear of making a financial mistake paralyzes harder than the mistake itself. Act thoughtfully, but act. Those who've never lost money have never truly learned to manage it. Loss is the most expensive but most effective teacher. Don't be ashamed to start from zero again. Many of the people you consider successful today started in the negative more than once. Failure in business isn't a verdict. It's data for your next attempt. Collect it like gold. Lost money comes back. Lost time never does. If you must choose what to invest in, choose the speed of your own learning. The greatest fortunes are often built on a foundation of several loud failures. Don't fear that path. Fear standing still. Forgive yourself for past financial mistakes. Otherwise, the weight of guilt will cancel out the wisdom they were meant to give you. Ask not, how do I earn more, but why do I want more? Without an answer to the second, the first becomes a treadmill. Money is a tool, not a king. Whoever serves the tool loses themselves. Whoever directs it builds a life. Write your financial goal down on paper. A dream without a date and a number stays just a dream. The strongest motivation isn't, I want to be rich, but I want to provide for the people I love and freedom for myself. Money earned without purpose is spent without meaning. Find your why first. The how much will find itself. Financial success without personal growth is a beautiful box with nothing inside. The real purpose of money is to buy yourself choice, not things. Choice is humanity's most expensive currency. Don't let money define your worth as a person. Your worth stays the same, regardless of the numbers in your account. Work as if money doesn't matter most, and earn as if it does. In that balance lies wisdom. Leave behind a mark bigger than your bank balance. Numbers fade with time. Impact on people stays. Build a financial system that outlasts your motivation on a bad day. Discipline beats inspiration. Teach your children the value of money, not just its quantity. A legacy of wisdom matters more than a legacy of capital. The best gift to the next generation isn't money. It's the habit of managing it wisely. Money earned through patience lasts longer than money earned through gambling. Quick riches often leave as fast as they arrived. Think of your finances as a 50-year marathon, not a one-month sprint. Those who run at a steady pace finish first. Leave behind not a fortune, but an example of how to build one honestly and wisely. The greatest financial victory is when your money starts working for you instead of you working for it. Wealth built on other people's tears stands on sand. Build on stone, on honesty, work, and time. Your financial story is a message to your descendants about what you truly believed in. Make that message worthy. Money comes and goes like waves, but the person who understands its nature, calm, discipline, patience, and purpose, forever remains the master of the ocean, never its victim.